you'll find a P2 camera, a headset, a battery, a P2 card, a whiteboard, some component cables and USB cables, and some instructions about the camera. When you come to Mohawk College and you ask to book out a camera, these are some of the things that you'll find in the bag. Let's set up the tripod. First, put down all the legs. Then remove the camera mount from the tripod base by sliding it out and holding the red button. Your next step is to remove the screw underneath the mounting plate of the tripod. Now you want to put that screw through the bottom end of the sliding camera mount plate. Okay, now you want to attach the camera mount to the camera. Make sure the lens is facing in the right direction. Now slide that camera onto the tripod and make sure it's secure and lock it. Remove lens cap. Insert the battery so your camera has power. Insert the P2 card in the back of the camera to record audio and video. Turn your camera on. Open your monitor. Here's where the whiteboard comes in, when you have to white balance your camera. The automatic white balance button is found in front of the camera. Use the T and W button at the top of your camera to zoom in and out. Use your focus ring at the front of your camera to adjust focus to bring your target or subject into focus. To view your clips, push the button at the rear of your camera. To format your card, select Menu, then go to Operations and select Format and choose what card you would like to format. There, all footage is erased. These are the XLR ports in case you want to plug in a microphone. Plug in your headset. Now you can listen to the audio you just recorded. These switches here are to select your channel and inputs of your mics. These wheels at the back of the camera are used to adjust your audio levels. This wheel here is to adjust your iris, to open and close the amount of light that goes into your camera lens. This switch here is the ND filter. The ND filter has 3 settings. The ND filter is like adding sunglasses to your iris of your camera. See what the ND filter does? It's just like putting sunglasses on your eyes. Here are the record buttons. There are 3 located on the camera. Well, there you have it, folks. You've just set up your P2 camera. Now you can go out and shoot your video projects for Mohawk College. This is the studio camera here at Mohawk College, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. This is the padlock. Pull out and twist it so you can lift it up and down. This is the tilt lock, so you can lift the camera up and down. This is the pan lock, so you can make the camera look left and right. This is the zoom for the studio camera. This is the focus for the studio camera. This is the headset for the studio camera, so you can communicate with everybody else in the production. This is the switch that turns on the headset for the studio camera. Now let's do some camera movements. Moving your camera up and down is called a pedestal. Moving your camera lens up and down is a tilt. Moving your camera lens left and right is a pan. Moving your camera forward and backward is dollying. Moving your camera from side to side is called trucking. The last camera that I'll be touching on today is the jib. The jib may look intimidating, but it's just as easy as using the studio camera, and many of the motions are the same. Jib has a couple of things that you need to do before you start to use it. It has 3 unlocks. 2 are in the middle of the jib, and 1 is at the top of the jib near the camera. You must unlock these 3 unlocks first, or you could hurt or damage the jib. Now, the jib has a thing that we like to call a joystick. The joystick is really easy to use. It moves around the camera on top of the jib's crane. It's just like using any old video game controller. The jib has a lot of range. It can go up, down, and side to side, and the camera can go 360. This can be really good for getting a lot of great shots.